I promise that I'm going to build in Africa a big family for the football. Now we organize our meeting in everywhere, not only in Cairo, but in everywhere in the continent. That's the first one. Second one, I promise to listen all the stakeholders for the football. I thanks very much the King of Morocco to help us to organize this big symposium, to listen all the stakeholders, what they want. Now it's done.
The emergency committee of CAF is meeting in Lagos. What is the major agenda?
Only we have two big agendas. The Shan, as you know, we withdraw it from Kenya, and we look for another country who can host it and who can give the best competition. We decide today Morocco is the best than Equatorial Guinea. We thank very much Equatorial Guinea for what they offer for the African football. But now, they are not ready. Morocco is ready than them. We have no sentiment to decide. Morocco hosts the championship of African this next year, and we go for that.
The Confederation of African Football has also moved the AFCON from January to June. Do you think that will favor African football?
You see, the stakeholder, all the people who think about football in Africa need that our stars of football can play this event. The African Cup of Nations is a big event in Africa. It's the third in the world. Why? On behalf of these players, we have to give them an opportunity to play this. We have to give them an opportunity to be free to play. You know that only Europe can give them the money. And they permit to live many families in Africa. We have to respect them. That's our motivation, only. What is good for these players? Bring that for them.
Infrastructure is a major problem with football in Africa, and now we have increased the number of teams. Do you think we have what it takes to sustain that?
All the continents increased their number for the final of their competition. Only CAF stopped for 16. We listen, we hear what people need, we follow it. It's a challenge, but we take this challenge. That's why we talk to everybody who organized the African Cup of Nations. There is a standard. You follow this, we protect you to organize. You don't respect it, apologize. Finish for you, we look for another country. But believe me, 5 or 6 countries in Africa can host African Cup of Nations for 24 countries.
Nigeria and Egypt have qualified for the 2018 FIFA World Cup in Russia. We're waiting 3 more countries to join them. What is the Confederation of African Football doing to ensure that Africa has a good representation in Russia?
Our matter now is to join the government. You know, the difference of Europe is football in Africa is not only the business of federation or of CAF. it's a business for everybody. We are going to contact all the governments who qualify their team for the World Cup. What we can do together, from the funds, all the companies in the country, the government and CAF and the federation, what we can do together to help your team to do the best for the World Cup.
CAF President Ahmad Ahmad, thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you very much.